Hi travelers! Today we're talking about the Nusuk app, which is the app that you need to download when you have to visit the Riyadh Al Jannah. So anytime you are planning to go there, just make sure that you have the app downloaded and you have made a reservation. You need to book a time slot where you can visit, and at the security they will check the app and they will check the time. So you need to make sure that you have the app downloaded, you need to make sure that you are there on time, and you need to make sure that the app is working when they ask you to show you the proof of the time slot that you've selected. Now I'm just going to give you like a little idea of what actually happened with us. We had booked a time for, let's say, 10:30, and we were not sure of what time we have to be there, so we arrived around 10ish, and they guided us to a wrong gate, which is really sad. You have to go to the Salam Gate, which is pretty much in the front of the mosque. But because we were wrongly guided, we went around the mosque and then we finally arrived at the right spot. But we were pretty late because there was a huge queue in front of the gate, and there were like women in queue behaving like crazy and pushing you and shoving you. So you need to be really mindful of that as well. One, you need to follow the instructions that the ushers there are giving you. Two, you need to be a little more sensible about how you're behaving with the people around you, because really elbowing others is not really something good. And also, it's a little mismanaged. I wonder why. Maybe it's the women who behave that way, which is kind of sad to hear. And because I experienced it myself, I figured it is really sad. What I heard about the men's side, men do it in a more systematic way. So theirs was a smooth trip all around, and they got to visit and see and perform their prayers and then come out in a very civil manner, unlike the women where we had to fight through. And there is a big risk of you getting trampled. So you just need to behave well, and you need to be mindful of what you're doing. I'm also not sure if being there earlier than your allocated time it's going to be any smoother. So I cannot guarantee the smoothness of that whole experience for you. But what I know for a fact is that the people, the other pilgrims along with you, are not going to behave very civilly. So you need to just focus on yourself and make sure that you're not causing anyone the same kind of distress that others are causing you at that moment. Next up, you need to keep in mind that the way into the Riyadh Al Jannah is through the Salam Gate, which is right in the front of the mosque. So you don't need to go around looking for it. This is where you're going to get your entrance from. Third thing, you need the app to actually enter. I did hear a lot of people saying that we just walked in, we just did this and that. So I don't know about that, because we had the app downloaded, we used that to get in. Now they say that if you miss one appointment, you will not get it renewed until 1 year. So just make sure you don't miss your chance and be there in time, and be there a little early, because the whole security process is going to take a while. We opted for a very late night visit, so I think we went around 11ish, 10:30, 11ish p.m. But I'm not sure if there are any other better times, so I can only talk about my experience, and my experience was not that great. I was pretty distressed, and it was kind of exhausting. So that was like the most exhausting night of my entire Medina trip. Having said that, Medina was still my favorite spot because, as everyone says, and you're going to probably hear it from a lot of people who've been to Medina, it is the most peaceful place in the entire world that they have experienced, just like me. So let's hope that you get invited to Medina as well, and you get to see for yourself the beauty of that place, the peace of that place, and you get to pray there. You get to visit Riyadh Al Jannah yourself. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that, because I'm going to come back tomorrow and tell you a little more about my Umrah trip. Maybe a tip, or add some more to the story. So until tomorrow, I'll see you around.